You know what? I know all of these troops are on your border, but quite frankly, I can't move them all. It's just too many.
Oh, woe is me.
How did you manage to take down Damp Dumpling so easily?
Do you see that you've got cannons and you were doing loads of damage to my city? Well, I've got more strength than you have. I've got 50 against your 34, so yours was slightly weaker. And I've got artillery, which are the upgrades to your ones.
Oh,
and they fire three tiles,
wow.
and they are tough. So your cannons have a strength of, what is it, 20 or something when they shoot cities?
I don't know.
The artillery is 28, and that triples, so their actual strength is about 80 something, and your city had 30, so it was doing huge damage. But it was just purely because of the tech difference, I think, was the biggest problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've got artillery now.
Do you?
Hurrah! Let's go!
Hindsight is a brilliant thing and all, but this would have been the time to attack, because attacking with artillery is so good. It's so much easier, because you can just... you essentially don't have to bother with trees or hills or anything that blocks line of sight. They fire up and over, so you don't need direct line of sight with stuff.
Oh, so that's why.
So I could shoot over the top of the rainforest.
Oh.
In theory, right? If you... Oh no, it's not quite long enough range, but in theory you could shoot over a mountain and hit someone with artillery.
Wow.
Which would be cool.
Have you killed all my workers? Oh. Yeah, I have no workers left. That's quite sad.
So, what is the state of the game? Culture-wise, I'm going to be influential with Babylon in 76, and with Rome in 198 turns.
Oh, God.
Oh.
There you go.
Exciting.
Literacy, I'm actually not that much further than the top. Soldiers, I have 168,000 strength against 16,000 for Babylon. Babylon is a peaceful state. A demilitarized state, and we love it for it.
Wait, so 76 turns and you take over me, or what does that mean?
No.
It means technically that, at that point I'll have more tourism than you've got culture. Which is a good thing to have. Thing is that... So my tourism is 38 at the moment. But as we get later into the... Not too much further, actually. We start getting buildings like hotels and...
Yeah, they're very good, aren't they?
Stuff like that. Which will help. It increases my tourism quite substantially.
Okay.
Your population will betray you at that point, and they'll start coming to see me.
I'm just now removing all the lined-up troops I had in production for other things now. Hooray. A slow rebuild.
A slow rebuild, indeed. I've got a police station coming in Citadel there. I think that's pretty cool.
That's quite good.
There's a car on it, and I'm pretty sure I haven't invented cars yet, but I'll take it.
I like the fact that Sam was clearly biding his time until he attacks. That's what's happening.
It's really deceptive.
No! Damn it!
Quiet.
Damn it!
It's a cunning plan, because it doesn't look like he's got any troops, but it's all part of the ruse. That's the thing.
I still can't see. I was supposed to visit you a while ago, Sam, and it's never happened. So I got distracted.
I haven't taken it personally, don't worry.
Please do not come see me.
So what I can do now is the spies, now that I'm a little bit more sort of... No, it happens to everybody. Now that we're all a bit more cultured, you can use your spies as diplomats instead of spies. So they go and start schmoozing in somebody else's capital. And again, it all helps to introduce tourism. So I've got a diplomat on its way to Slop Goblin.
Oh, God.
Well, you also killed my only spy.
Did I?
Yeah, well,
you promoted mine, so he lives on in a sort of way.
Right. You drained his powers.
I literally oh no! What happened?
You're my wife now, Dave.
Kill the Chinese spy. There's another one. God, how many have you got?
What? Sorry.
They just keep flinging spies at me.
Oh no, I only had one.
Oh. Well, it told me he was dead twice. The game really reveled in it.
They really wanted to tell you won.
Oh yeah, your points, you've just overtaken me by 1,000 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Been like that for a while, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Oh right, guys. You know what? Who's hosting?
Me.
Sam, go.
That was quite aggressive there. Are you sure you want to be led by somebody that fierce?
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's
Just
doing.
for the surprise attack at some point, it will be hilarious.
What? It wouldn't.
What's your science now, Ryan?
597.
Jesus.
Okay, so my plan isn't going to work, guys.
It's all down to population, but it's because I've got a population of 29 in my capital. It all multiplies like massively. It also helps that I've got a bit of a rainforest art as well, so I've got trading posts that are giving me
Thank God.
science.
Hope this works.
No, my plan's gone, guys. It's not going to work.
You never know.
Might be okay.
For a science victory. It's the way to go. No, it would be the play. The thing is it's difficult to tell. You need two things. You need science and you need a bit of production as well, because you've got to build the spaceship. Babylon becomes host.
Just build nukes and then nuke him.
Again, that also works. If it's one person trying to do a tourism victory, you can just nuke the hell out of them later in the game. Like I have by no means won it. I put myself into a strong position, but I haven't. There are still ways that you could, in theory, just like nuke the hell out of me. I mean, I could nuke you back, but it's all at that point. It's like, flinging rocks. Who cares?
Flinging rock.
What do you need to fire nukes? Actually, I'm probably not going to go for that, so don't worry.
It's uranium.
You do need uranium, yeah. Not my uranium, but uranium.
Oh.
It's crazy. Like the science is my science is decent, but it does feel like it's a slow hog at the moment. Getting there. Got a little bit before I get the good tourism tax. So the ones for tourism you want to go for in the modern era is refrigeration at the top, because then you get hotels, and that turns culture in your city into tourism. And then radar in the atomic era gives you airports, and they do exactly the same thing. And they take things like anything that gives you culture on a tile and anything that gives you culture in a building turns into tourism. Which is why I was trying to put through my whole wonder thing with the World Fair. The World Council. Because if I did that, all the wonders would have given me culture, and then that transforms to sort of tourism later. It's like a real sort of combination.
A boost, yeah.
Yeah.
The slow rebuild of China continues. The one lonely worker is still going round.
I feel like I want to be good friends. I could. No, I don't want to do that actually. I was thinking of giving you like Antaravino or Quebec, just because my happiness is a bit like fragile at the moment.
Oh my God.
I think I'll keep it for now.
I mean, I won't mind Quebec. I mean, you've still got that one pillage tile. That's the only damage I did to you this whole time. That's 4 pillage tile.
I'm keeping it there as like a reminder, like a sort of war memorial.
Lest we forget.
Lest we forget.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Never shall we make.
I just love the fact that the citadels that we've got like next to each other. That you did with your great general and then my great general.
Yeah.
That's I think a beautiful.
Yeah, that's great general players there. You actually got yours back, which was funny because of the old. I think because I gave you the city back, it takes all the tiles around it like automatically. Whoa! What just happened? You stole my land from me.
No, I didn't.
No, Sarah did.
Oh, okay.
I see you.
I didn't do nothing.
That's not war, that's just land that wasn't previously yours. Now we use.
Well,
I'm just now sorting it.
I'm going to take some of that back.
Ow!
Stop! That's my land you've taken!
Yeah, yours. You did just take mine.
Well,
That's so funny.
That's mine! That's my forest! That was going to be a great national park. I was planning on that and everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think so. National parks also aren't a thing in this game, but I like the enthusiasm.
In my game, there would be. Just saying. In my version of
I
Civ.
I agree with that. Fair enough. They are a thing in Civ 6 national parks.
Oh, are they?
Got unimproved tiles. Like they have to be like really pretty because in Civ 6 you've got the whole like every tile has a certain appeal, so it can either be breathtakingly beautiful or really disgusting. And depending, certain civs do better in things. Like if you're building like a housing district in a breathtaking bit, so next to a lake and next to a river, for instance, or next to a mountain, then loads of people want to live there. But if it's next to a mine that's also irradiated, people will be like, yeah, I don't want to live there. That's quite a cool thing.
That's totally fair.
Yeah.
Hey, finally. Right. Yes, where are we going?
Here we go.
What a great name.
What is going on, guys? What are you doing? It's just all sniggering.
It's just me in general having a good laugh.
so on edge.
We are so sad, guys.
What are you doing? Are you writing to each other?
No.
It is.
No, I wish.
I feel so left out.
Are you typing?
Yes.
What are you typing?
It's like, what's that not?
I'm being friendly. Oh, I feel left out. I just want to be everyone's. I just want to share my culture, you know. Oh, oh dear. Oh dear. That's a sad turn of events. I'll tell you what, actually, I've got two privateers sitting around from the great.
Oh, from before.
Did you not see the sign? One at a time. Wave assault. I'm just gonna send them into the
impressive.
Send them out to explore. I can go and explore Sam's Island now. I've got deep sea
that's true.
sailing.
Yeah.
Go have a look.
We are sailing.
We are going on a sailing holiday.
Holiday.
Actually, you won't be able to get in mine because I don't have open borders.
No, but we can go round the island though.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
can go
yeah,
into
yeah.
the sea. That's the thing. That's the bit you can't control. It's the middle of the sea.
No one can control the sea.
No one can control the sea.
In the next Civ, can you do the thing China's doing and making land?
No, but you can do a couple of other things. You can build beach resorts later in the game. You can plant new forests, which is quite cool. And what else can you do? You can do a bit more. There are no such things as trading posts, which suck.
Oh, that's really bad. That's all I ever
So
rely
getting
on.
money is quite difficult unless you set up that way.
Yeah.
It's a good game, Civ 6. It's much more balanced than Civ 5. The thing about Civ 5, and as we have found out, there's a certain way of playing the game, and if you play it that way, it's very tricky to beat it. So the way I went, and just sort of show you guys, I started Tradition, because Tradition in this game is by far the best. In the early game, because I didn't have much food, I got to population 3 or 4, kicked out one worker, so all the tiles I was working, you've always got to have all the tiles you're working have got to be improved, otherwise you really slow down. So I had him going along, I got a worker building some mines, and then I pumped out 3 settlers almost immediately to get the 4 cities as quickly as possible. And at that point you just build caravans, shove food back to your capital, because by that point you've finished Tradition, so you're going down things like the stuff that gets the growth better and the population better. And from there, you focus on great engineers, and you can basically just wander rush. And it kind of helped, because I had a desert start, it was a bit I've got some tiles here, desert hills. So I've got a tile that's a desert hill with gold on it, and it gives me 1 food, 5 production, 4 gold, and 1 faith, just from one tile, which is pretty cool. But there you go. I'm rambling now. Sorry. This is
No, it's interesting, because
boring.
I don't know, I think because none of us really have a strategy, let's be honest. It's I will just build all of these things. And it's interesting to put it all together and go, oh yeah, if I'd done X, Y, and Z, I'd have done this better as well. So it is interesting.
If you guys are up for playing this again, what I will do is I will install what they call the No Quitters mod on your computers, which is a complete overhaul of Civ 5, and it changes the way everything happens. And it's really cool. It fixes a lot of the imbalances of the game. So it basically buffs every single tech tree or social policy tree apart from tradition and rationalism. So it makes things like liberty, honour and piety really good. So you can play the game any way you want. and it fixes a lot of the imbalances and stuff. So you don't have to just sort of like rush down the sort of the same path every time, if that makes sense. It's it's a really good. It completely changes it. Like if you go down the exploration tree, you can turn sea tiles into like really, really good food tiles. So you can make like random island cities that actually like are pretty good. And like honor gives you like 3 warriors and gives you science and culture and gold if you kill people. So you can really go like a bit war-y and have some fun that way.
Bit war-y.
I've got Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. How do I consume him?
What type of person is he? Would you be able to remind me?
He's a musician, yeah.
Is that Mozart?
I don't know why I asked that. I really am on autopilot mode. If you don't have a great work of music slot available to you, you want to build an opera house. And to do that, you want to build an amphitheatre first and then an opera house. Both of those are good buildings, and if you haven't got them, then you haven't been building culture buildings like I've been telling you to.
I'm trying. I got waylaid by a big like army thing happening. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, Sam, you should have been on that. Like,
What?
yeah, like you weren't involved in any battles. You were just like, oh, I'll just stay here and watch.
At the
I
moment,
couldn't see anything.
I'm building my.
at the moment, Rome is looking like the last bastion of culture.
Oh.
Babylon I'm going to be influential with in 16 turns.
Oh, good.
I've been upping my tourism a little bit, like in the background.
Last bastion of culture.
About to get the Statue of Liberty as well, which is quite cool.
Oh, that's gonna
Lady Liberty.
explode it all.
That's a freedom thing though, so you have to have gone down the freedom tree.
Oh no, my spy was killed. She had a good run.
Sam, are you still struggling with
That's my
happiness?
spider.
Sam,
I've got 1 happiness.
1 happiness.
That's
If you
enough.
hover over it, do you have any? Actually, I can tell you. Yeah, you've got civil resistance, so you've got -9 happiness at the moment, and that's because you are order, so you're communist, and I've got huge tourism influence over you now. I'm popular with your civilization, and because of that, they see me being 3, and they go, "Oh, we want a bit of that."
Okay.
Okay, does it mean you'll get it?
Is there anything I can do about that?
You want to get more culture, get a bit of tourism yourself to kick out, just build culture buildings and all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
But other than that, you can convert to freedom. Yay! Freedom isn't free.
Oh, I've got iron now.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Nice.
god! What? You're Babylon!
Oh,
Amazing.
Sam, that's
Wow.
fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe it was good you didn't come join us in the fight then.
Yeah, well, my workers were on automate. They didn't go for it, so whatever.
I love it. I just love the style. Sam's style is embargo Austria. No,
Oh.
Amazing.
no.
It's fine, you just fire up all the city-states. That's all that's going to happen.
Well, you can then embargo city-states. So
Yes, let's do that.
it basically just forces me to trade by myself, like internal routes.
It's quite sad.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
I managed to get through
no.
cultural heritage sites
Damn
because
it.
you all were embargoing me. That's why you talk to each other, guys.
Oh,
You don't
So-
know, it's fine.
I've now got 500 culture per turn.
no. Shit,
Jesus
what?
Christ.
You're kidding me?
Yeah.
Do you actually?
Yeah.
What is that? What? How?
This did not work. What have we done?
By building a lot of wonders and getting 3 culture for each of them. And now I'm going to go for the international games, which increases tourism. We're going to have the Olympics, everyone.
No, we're not.
What?
Repair.
Are you guys proposing stuff too?
I can't. No, it will only be you.
Okay,
Yeah.
what should I
So you
propose?
did
Embargo
actually embargo me.
city-states?
For God's sake. Ah.
Yes.
There.
Unless any of you guys like friends with city states. Or
No.
something.
No.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Hurrah.
Or something that goes against culture, if you can do that.
Too late.